This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.
Let's go to Jordan in Minneapolis. Jordan, how can we help today?
Hey guys, love this show. I've been waiting to make this call for 6 years, so I'm equal parts.
Oh, geez.
Oh my gosh, this is a lot of pressure.
That's a lot of pressure, man.
Jeez,
6
Jordan.
years of build-up here.
I hope we deliver. We will try our best.
All right,
sure
hit
you
us. Hit us with it.
So my wife and I have been following your program since we could walk, it feels like. Parents taught us it and grew up in it.
Well, you know how to make a
And
guy
for
feel
the last-
old. I'll tell you that. Just made me feel
That's
ancient.
right. Well, I'm 13, so this should make you feel a little old. But
You are 13?
No, I'm not. I'm 36
I was going
years
to
old.
say, what?
I was like, wait, I thought you said you were married. Okay, sorry.
He was. It's
Jordan, go
bad
ahead.
jokes. I'm sorry. I
Jordan.
started it, Jordan. It's my fault.
That's all right. So we've been kind of focused on one plan of attack, which is knocking out the baby steps. And we just last month finished and checked the box on baby step 6.
Whoa.
So we're now liquid.
Gosh,
And,
Jordan. How old are you
what's
guys?
strange
For
now
real.
is-
How old are you guys for real?
36. Yeah, I'm 36
36.
and I was 35.
All right, let's not roll by this too fast.
That's amazing.
That is impressive. At your age
Thank
to
you.
be at baby step 6, congratulations.
I appreciate it.
So
Wow.
great.
So what's a little strange now, though, is I've been laser focused with one plan of attack, which is aside from contributing to 401ks and 529s and Roths, all my money goes into debt. And now all of a sudden, with my next paycheck, I don't know where to put my money. And I think I can kind of walk through that, maybe have some insight. But the reason I was calling was to ask you, my goal now is to not have to wait till retirement to have the option of not working. I don't know if I don't want to work, but have that option. And so I'm kind of weighing around, given how young I am, and I've got a pretty decent retirement account. Do you guys ever recommend to people, and when do you recommend stopping these over contributions to my retirement accounts based on the size that I have right now, and maybe start putting money out into the market to bridge that gap to retirement?
Yeah. How much you guys have in retirement now?
About $600,000,
Oh, wow. And how much you guys make a year?
about $700,000.
700,000.
What do you do?
I'm in sales.
Good for you.
Can you tell me without the product? Because I don't want you to say it, but what kind of stuff? What are you selling? What product or service do you sell?
Yeah. I basically sell plastic to a huge range of companies that are using it for medical, food, industrial. So my company makes that
So
product,
good.
and I rep the
Okay.
Southeast U.S.
It's
All right,
amazing.
So I'm going to give Rachel time to she's going to be great at spending your money. It's going to be wonderful. But I got to ask, because this is all tied into this. There's a movement called Financially Independent Retire Early, the FIRE movement. Are you familiar with it, or are you any way in it?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with it.
I
Yeah,
had a
that's probably
sense
how
that
I've
that
gotten
was the
here.
case.
Wow. Good call.
Okay, I'm going to hold my
No,
comments.
Ken. Oh, do you want to?
I
You
want
wanna-
you to spend his money
Okay.
first.
Okay, I'll spend your money
because
first.
Mine is going to be on some data based on the FIRE movement that he may not be ready for, and it's an interesting conversation about the quality of life. But I want you to help me
Okay.
with the money piece.
So what I would say, Jordan, is on baby step 7, because this is kind of what Winston and I do, if I were just to be honest with you. I still like that 15% going into investing in general. Now, for you guys, maxing out both of your Roths, I think this year will be like 14,000, year 7, her 7. Maxing out 401ks, I think is like 26,000, all of that. So I would max those out. And then there's like mega backdoor Roths that you can do a whole other thing, yada, yada, yada. But to your point, you're like, okay, I already have so much, but I can't touch this money till I'm 59 and a half, right? And now I'll say this too, Jordan. Many people are not in your situation where we're going. Most people, they're not able, from an income perspective, being able to max out their 401ks and their Roths every year. So what I would say is I would still max those out, not do them. You don't have to do all the mega backdoor Roths and all of that, because there's like an additional 36,000 somewhere you can do or something crazy. So what you can do beyond that is see within that 15% investing, when we talk about investing into retirement, you'll have to do the math on it, but just say, if we both maxed out our Roths each year and we maxed out our 401ks to that 26,000, how much of that 15% is left? That's what I would be curious about. And then beyond maxing those out, then yes, I would look into, we just sat down with our SmartVestor Pro last month to look at some of our other investing that we're doing outside of retirement. And there's so many great options out there, Jordan. I mean, it's everything from like there's certain index funds beating others in the S&P, the Vanguard options, like options within options. I mean, there's kind of that whole world out there that you can be putting your money into that you can get. You'll pay taxes on it, obviously, when you pull it out, but you'll be able to do that. So that's what I would recommend, Jordan, for you guys, because you're such a high income earner. I still want to max out 401ks and Roths, but I'm, for us, beyond that, we're going to where we can actually get the money before 59 and a half, like what you're saying. Does that make sense?
I think it does. And let me just ask a clarifying question, because I just pulled up a compound interest calculator and put those numbers in and just ran it, assuming I worked until I was 59 and a half. And I was looking at the number I'd end up with. I'm like, I don't need this much money in retirement, right?
Well, hold on. Just tell us what that number is. What's that number that you ran on your calculator?
So I ran it for 15. This is a couple of months back, so I'm kind of going broad strokes. Ran it up to 59 and a half, so 23 more years, assuming that the market's giving me an 8% return.
Yep.
And then I'm contributing, along with what my company contributes, in the range of $70,000 a year, and I was coming up with $8 million.
Okay. Yep. And you at 59 and a half, you think 8 million is good to last you. Let's say you live to be 85,
no, he's saying
90.
It's too much. He's saying that's too much. He doesn't need that much, is what he's saying.
I know what he's saying, and I'm challenging that. I'm challenging.
Oh, okay.
I'm challenging this. This is actually what I was going to come back to, because I've done the research on this FIRE stuff. I mean, that's why I was able to figure out pretty quickly what you were doing, and there's been a lot of regret on this. One of the key challenges, and a lot of people have said they didn't realize that they actually needed more money. And I'm not saying that 8 million isn't enough. I'm not disagreeing, but I'm saying I want you to think about this and really dive into the numbers. And at 59 and a half, $8 million, and let's play that out, and let's look at life expectancy, where it is now, where we think it's going to be. But let's say you live to be 85, 90. And my SmartVestor Pro locally has got Stacy and I based on living to be 90 at a minimum. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to. He's not a doctor. But is 8 million enough? Is my question. You don't have to answer it, but I think you got to go figure out, is 8 million enough from 59 to 90?
And I would say this too, Jordan, all of this too is beyond you guys, beyond you and your wife. This is now for kids. I mean, like even for Winston and I, depending on situations and how long we all work and all the things, but like we may not touch, some of our retirement. Yeah. It may be going to the kids.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So it is a bigger place. So I don't think the question is as much, how much do I need in your situation, because you're going to have plenty. You don't, you
8
may not
million
need that.
should be enough, but you just don't know.
Well, and for and again, it's going beyond you. This is
That's
like,
right.
what am I going to do? Like, what if we bought our kids their first house? I mean, with your income, what y'all can do to set your kids up. You know what I mean? You think about that. So, so I still like the tax advantage, even if we don't touch retirement, right? Of Roth IRAs and 401ks. Okay. And then beyond that, I am with you. And I would even diversify, Jordan. I mean, again, because you guys are making so much. So let me caveat that. Like, his income's insane.
But he's also thinking about stopping. And how soon?
That's the $1 million question. But I guess what I'm getting from you guys, which I think is wise, is that to forecast my financial needs in my 60s and 70s and 80s, it sounds like a lot of people are being deficient in that planning. Yeah. Instead of just bail on contributions.
Yes, and they think, Jordan, some of them are like, oh, I don't need that much to live off of. I'll be fine. And I just don't want to work. Right. I'll be fine. And then they end up being like, well, crap, I kind of want to go on a nice vacation, but I can't because I got to live on $60,000 every year or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
and here's my bigger concern. I do think 8 million, as smart as you are, is probably fine. But I'm saying I want you to do the homework. But here's the thing on the FIRE movement. I want you to do your own homework. A lot of data out there, people who did that, they got into it and they came back. One of the primary reasons, they didn't have anything to fall back to. So I'm fine with you walking away from this current gig for a year or two, but come up with another plan, because one of the things that we're seeing is people, they miss the structure, they miss the challenge, they miss the adventure.
Having something bigger than them to go to, yeah.
So working the same gig forever? No, you don't have to, and you will be fine. But don't totally cash out of work. I think that's a mistake, because I think we were created to do something, to contribute something.